I just realized that the next ones I'm going to talk about, I don't have a physical copy. I read volumes 4 and 5 of Saga. This is volume 1, but I returned them to the library. So I love Saga, and it's very enjoyable, but every other issue, I rate 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, and like all the way through. I don't know why, it's just every other volume I feel like is weaker than the previous one, but then the next one is better.
Oh.
So, volume 4 was a 3-star read, and volume 5 was a 4-star read.
Keeps you hanging on. Right
It
when
does.
You're about to,
well, I absolutely love the art. I love the characters. The story is very enjoyable. So it's a story told from the perspective of the child, like right at the beginning, the baby is born, and she's like, this is a story about how my parents met and like my childhood and everything, and so she's telling the story, and you can tell it's really far in the future. But I don't know, I'm enjoying it.
Seems like a very mystical future story.
Yeah, there's like there's science fiction and magic and weird technology and a lot of blood and guts and sex and everything. So
not for the family. Not a family.
Not a family read. Nope. But enjoyable.
All right, and then I'm gonna get on to some manga that I read. I read all the way through. It was chapters 3 through 8 of Knights of Sidonia, and I love this story every time I read through it. Well, this is the first time I've read through it. I've watched the anime twice over now on Netflix. But this, I just love the characters, and I actually liked reading the manga because it was so much more fast-paced than the anime. They put a lot of filler in to try and add a little more emotional connection to the characters, which they did actually succeed at very well. But I haven't caught up quite into the anime and the manga yet. So I don't even know if the local library has it, so I might have to request that they purchase this, or actually just go to the local comic book shop and try and check it out there. And I rated that 5 stars, all of those 5 stars.
Okay, are we ready to talk about this? I need to do a separate book review, I really do, because this beautiful thing right here, And I Darken by Kristen White, was amazing, and 5-star read for me, and definitely the best book I've read this year, and one of my favorites of all time, and I'm really sad that it is book 1, and it just came out a few weeks ago, and the second book it's not even finished, she's not even finished writing it yet, there's no release date yet, and I need it. Like, it was so hard for me to not reread this immediately, because as much as I really wanted to get back in the world, I wanted to figure out what
you wanted it to continue.
After. Yeah. So this is a gender-swapped Vlad the Impaler story, loosely. I don't really know the historical whatever, but this is about the Ottoman Empire, and this is about a sister and a brother, Lada and Radu, and they are pretty much given up by their father as political prisoners. Like, he understands that that's going to happen, but he kind of lets it happen anyways. He doesn't have a lot of choice. Anyway, so they are left in this foreign country when they're like 8 years old, and they're left there for over a decade. So this story starts with their birth, and then they're like 18 towards the end of it. Lada is violent and brutal, and Radu is like this delicate little snowflake, and they make a perfect, pair of siblings in that, like, Lada tells Radu, like, no one else can kill you because that's my right, and someday I will kill you, but until then, I will hurt everyone else who tries to hurt you. Anyways, it's beautiful and lovely, and I obviously 5 stars.
She tried to put off finishing it for days.
I had to keep putting it down because the feels were just so much, and like I wanted to savor it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that put me in a huge book hangover, and I didn't want to get too heavily invested into any other worlds and realms.
Yeah. Okay. I read chapter 18 of Attack on Titan, and this is it right now. This is it, and so total spoilers. Spoilers. I know you haven't. I know you haven't read these yet.
I know it's yeah.
They finally sealed Wall Maria, but then the Beast Titan shows up and everything, it just leaves off there. It leaves off there when they're even saying, "All right, let's let the final battle begin," and it just stops.
What?
I don't know why I do this to myself, but it's exciting. It's exciting. I think so.
What is it, February or something?
I actually no. I think I don't know if this is the Japan date or whatever at the end, but it says August 2016. But I don't know if that's released in Japan or released in the United States. So I don't know. I hopefully chapter 19 will come out soon. I'll have my hands on it, and I'll at least get a little bit more and be left with another cliffhanger.